Hi, I'm Lauren Edmunds. I'm the founder and owner of a school that supports children with learning delays. I'm hoping the space gives you something to think about. I want to talk a little bit about how education is art and not commerce, or rather that it should be art, a creative endeavor, rather than a business one. And I was listening to Rick Rubin talk about the work that he does and how he understands his audience to be the last priority rather than the first one. And he talks about being on stage himself and how he creates for himself and the audience appreciates it. And he looks at big movies that are being made, and you go into the cinema to watch a movie, and his remark is that you can tell the difference between a movie that's being commercially made, something where a group of people are trying to make as much money as possible and trying to give the audience what they want, compared to a movie that is made by an artist that is trying to create something for themselves. And I see such a link to education, because I think the best schools and the best teachers and the best administrators within a school environment or an educational environment or tutors are the ones that are creating learning experiences that fuel the beautiful nature of learning rather than the business of learning. And if you can find a school that has enough business savvy to keep going for more than 5 years, that's on their 10-year mark or longer, that they've managed to create a sustainable structure, but they haven't at all lost the fact that they are an educational institution that is, or an educational space, a healing space for children, because they're dealing with human beings. And I think there needs to be a real balance, and perhaps the pendulum needs to swing more towards the art of teaching a child rather than the business of teaching a child. And if you can find a teacher and a school and a space and an approach that makes sure your child is loved and cared for and made safe and understood, and that the teacher doesn't leave herself at the door, that the teacher brings her full self into the classroom and into the lesson and into her interaction with your child, then you found a really special place, and you need to hold on to that and understand that you give grace to that because it is so human and so healing, and know that the teacher is giving grace back to you and your child, again, because it is so human and so healing. And we're not driving for perfect. Certainly not in the sense that perfect is a tick box exercise or it's coloring in the lines, but that perfect is about the connection and the safety and how children and the teachers themselves and parents as well feel at the end of the day. Are we growing human beings? Are we helping and supporting human beings in this endeavor of creativity and understanding that it's a work of art, that it's not and should never be a fully commercial endeavor? It cannot be. These are children.